It's still
Well,
a work
I got
night.
House of Blues tonight for the Creatives and DFW event. We're doing a 1-year
That
anniversary.
sounds like fun.
Yeah, you need to come up to Dallas sometime. Definitely let me know when you're coming up. We'd love
Yeah.
to have you speak to some of our groups.
We'd love to have you in the
I'd love to
sandwich.
just book a speech and I'm up there.
There you go.
Well, Jack, we've loved having you on the show. If you want to, and we'd love to. If we're
Not to put you on the spot.
we don't want to put you on the spot. We'd love for you to continue the conversation in the next half hour when you come back from break, if you're available.
For you, Jennifer, the whole hour is yours.
Awesome.
Woo!
Well, let's just take another quick break, and we're going to get back to our list and go through at least 2 more of the top 10 this show with Jack Workington and have his input. Carolann Jennifer Looney coming to you live from the lunchandlearnshow.com.
Right on. All right, so we put the information up again just in case you didn't get it by now. So what do you have coming up?
We have B Harmony Houston, just like Jack said. He's going to be our value-giving speaker at B Harmony Houston this Monday night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. You can go to bharmony.info, which I'm very excited. We're going to have some fun upgrades to our website in the next few weeks. So it's going to have video and photos and all that fun stuff. So we're really excited. Wish we could have done that with Jack, but we've definitely got the links to both how you can reach Jack on bharmony.info and how you can register for tickets. We're always first Mondays in Houston following the Speaker Co-op Luncheon. So that's going on in Houston at the Studio Movie Grill, Town and Country, speakercoop.com. You can find information there and register. I think we have like 650 speakers, authors, trainers, sales professionals on our meetup site, Meetup at Speaker Co-op. So definitely visit that and see if you'd like to get involved in Houston or Austin, meet great people, speakers, educate, learn, laugh, refer in this, what I call a niche networking local environment in Houston and in Dallas. And then second Mondays in Dallas, March 14th, we've got 2 great value speakers. One's coming up from Houston to our Dallas Addison event. His name's Roger Bonino. He's an advocate coach.
Oh, yeah.
And former marketing for large, major, top 100 companies to work for. And so Roger's going to come in and speak with us, as well as local Dallas image communications consultant Catherine Hatcher.
Oh, nice.
And all that again is on
Nice.
bharmony.info. What about you? What you got going on?
Well, we got the Tower Club Business Alliance coming up first Tuesday in April, and we're going to be doing speed networking. So if you've never done that, it's kind of like speed dating. What I really like about it is that it forces people to be really laser-like and cut to the chase. And I found speed networking to be one of the best ways to meet people that I want to follow up with later, because it does, by forcing you to be laser-like and forcing you to be to talk about your business. For people who especially find it really uncomfortable to talk business,
absolutely.
It helps you make that connection in a way that's acceptable and doesn't feel like you're doing something wonky with the relationship. So I found it to be very effective. So that's what we are doing first Tuesday in April at the Tower Club Dallas. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to give a shout out. I had a proposal that was due yesterday, and the bid meeting for it was rather late in the process. And we all who were bidding on this thing did not find out that about the video. There was a video requirement in the document that they gave us, it didn't really accurately describe what they wanted. And if you had looked around the room, what you would have seen is that all of us, we all have marketing videos. None of us had what they wanted for this bid, which meant that now we had less than a week to produce a video if we wanted to be considered for this project. So I just want to give a shout out, first of all, to the folks who at pretty short notice came out and were my guinea pig, and a very participative and lovely audience for the video, and most especially to Dave Franzina, because he reasonably priced. He shot a wonderful video for me, and got it edited and turned in less than a day so that I could get this thing in.
Wow.
Yeah.
We need to put some shout outs on Facebook, and by the way, just tag my page, because I love when people come
such a great
come
guy.
together for us and our support.
Yeah, so very much appreciate it, and appreciate Ken Howard of Improving Enterprises for providing a good venue.
Now the question is, did you win the bid?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll tune in next week.
Tune in next week, yes, to see whether we won. But I do know that they looked at it. They called me this morning.
Good.
So
Good
deal. Well, let's get back to it.
Jack, do we still have you on the line?
You sure do. I didn't go anywhere.
Awesome, Jack Workington. Would you please tell people how they can get in touch with you online or on social media?
Sure. I would suggest going to the website, Next Step, NEXTSTEP -solutions. And in fact, I'm sending it to you in this little memo. .com. So nextstep-solutions.com. We've enhanced the website, made several more videos available, and I'm using this show as a way to announce the Next Step Century Club, which is in effect as of Tuesday of this week, March 1st. We're looking for 100 business owners that we can put together in a private group. It will be a living laboratory for entrepreneurship. And so I'm looking for 100 business, either professionals or owners, to join our Century Club. And you'll see information about that on our website. It'll be a super networking event. We'll share ideas. We'll do webinars. We'll have online groups. And that will be real exciting. I'm about to provide big company benefits, training, coaching to people like you and I who are small business professionals.
And that'll be on your website, Jack?
Yes, in fact, I'm looking at the latest version of the brochure that just came hot off the press this morning. It's a draft. Only 100 memberships are going to be available. After we get 100, we're going to stop. And you're going to feel like you got the best benefits in the world at a price point that's less than $100 a month.
That's fantastic.
That's fantastic.
Jack, you are welcome if you have that in PDF form to tag that to my Facebook page and the Lunch and Learn Show Facebook page.
Mine as well.
I'll be happy to do that as soon as I finalize this draft. I'll make sure that John Phillips, my associate, gets that to you so you can tag it, link it, and whatever you want to do with it.
Great, and bring that
That's
to Be
awesome.
Harmony Monday night too if you have some copies.
I absolutely plan to do that. Thank you very much for the offer.
Because yes, there might be a business owner or two there.
Oh,
Let me also give a phone number because I know some people would like to text me, they'd like to call, and that's fine too.
yeah, and we'll put that
number,
we'll put that in the chat room as well.
okay, I'm going to do that too right now. So you have that. And I would love to hear from anybody. I am nothing but a piece of conduit or a bumblebee that goes from flower to flower and pollinizes. What do you call it? Fertilizes? I don't know what it is. Pollinize? Fertilize? I share ideas with other people.
Pollinate, I believe, is the term. Yes.
Pollinate.
Yes.
Pollinate. That's even a better word. Sure. That means fertilizing, I guess.
All right, well, we're going to get back to our top 10 list. Today we're going to talk about a couple of these top 10 best places to work.
Okay, so this one is an everlasting mystery. I'm just going to throw that out there.
The Boston Consultant Group. Would you like to read about it, Carolann?
Sure, because I'm having a hard time buying it. Having worked with some of these folks, these did not look like happy people. These look like young kids who are being worked to death.
Now, we're getting our information on cnnmoney.com.
And true, here's the danger of experience, because again, all of our experiences, we only can have so much experience, right? So, you know, I only worked with 10 people from this company who were miserable. So the consulting giant not only avoided layoffs in the downturn, okay, well, that would make people happy, but hired its largest class of recruits ever in 2010. Low market. They're drawn by the firm's generous pay and commitment to social work. I would say generous in the face of not having a job. It's social, that's mean, you can smack me now. The Social Impact Practice Network, or SIPN, offers,
what are they sipping?
What are they sipping? Yeah, offers a chance to work with the UN World Food Program. Look at that, Whole Foods, so like that. UN World Food Program and Save the Children, while BCG pulled its consultant off client projects to provide on-the-ground support in Haiti following the earthquake. So the company jumps up from number 8 last year
to number 2, Boston Consulting Group.
Okay, so I am impressed that they pulled them off of billable work to go help other people. They get points.
And they had $2.75 million of revenue the year before. I'd like to know what it is now.
Yeah. So Jack, thoughts on that, because that one was a little bit different. They didn't talk about employee perks or what's really great for employees. So why do you think they made the list with that blurb?
Oh, I have a very definite opinion of why Boston Consulting Group made the list, because they hire the top professionals. They hire great athletes. These athletes don't particularly play any one position, but they're just great athletes. They can play several positions. And the reason they're so popular is they allow them to be entrepreneurs without the downside risk. They're literally rolling up their sleeves and going into these companies, large and small, and literally changing processes, systems, operations. It allows these consultants to try all the things they wanted to try on their business without the downside risk. And what you'll find is Boston Consulting Group will often lose these folks, because guess who hires them? The clients that are engaged with Boston Consulting Group. And you know what? That's okay, because Boston Consulting Group encourages turnover. They want fresh ideas. They want freshly minted MBAs. They want people just out of school. They want people who own companies. And they use it as a constant turnover. But turnover in this case is a good thing. So that's probably why they're so popular with employees.
Okay, fair enough. So the third. Okay, the third company on our list here. Oh, the mascot's leaving.
Wegmans Food Markets, and I definitely want to read the blurb, but then turn it over to Carolann, because I remember her talking about them, 6 months ago.
Could be.
And we don't have I've never been in one. So let me read real quick. They were previously ranked 3, and they kept their number 3 spot as one of the top 10 best places to work. And what makes them so great? This customer-friendly supermarket chain cares about the well-being of its workers too. This year, 11,000 employees took a part in a challenge to eat 5 cups of fruit and vegetables a day and walk up to 10,000 steps a day for 8 weeks. They got all those employees, 11,000. And around 8,000 took advantage of the health screenings that included a flu shot and the H1N1 vaccine, all covered by the market. I'm sure there's a lot more reasons why they got ranked number 3, so I'm turning it over to Carolann for what she knows.
I think it's funny that they're talking about flu shots and eating fruit, and that's why they're a best place to work. Because I would imagine a lot of people wouldn't be happy with that. What I love about Wegmans, I grew up in Maryland, and we didn't have Wegmans in Maryland either, but we did in Rochester, which is where they're headquartered, and that's where my aunt and uncle lived. And it was always an adventure, even as a little kid, going into this store. For those of you who are familiar with Whole Foods, they have the feel of a Whole Foods. They do a lot more conventional stuff, and they're larger, and they've got gourmet stuff and so on. So it's a pleasant place to be to begin with. But one of the things that Wegmans did a couple of years ago was it did away with their vacation policy. And when the CEO, for whatever reason, decided that this was a good thing to do, his accounting department went crazy. And they said, you can't do it. People will start taking advantage, and it's really going to kill our bottom line, because let's remember that grocery stores have a very low profit margin.
Well, and explain what their vacation strategy was for the employees.
Well, his vacation strategy was take as much as you want. So
doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be paid.
No, it is paid.
Oh, I'm going there. I'm moving.
Yeah. So
to a cooler climate. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, his point was that we want people to want to work here. We want people to love their jobs. And we feel like that the kind of people that would work here and wouldn't take advantage of the policy are going to be really great employees. And what ended up resulting is that he was right. So people on average took about 2 weeks of vacation, and they were still able to weed out the folks that weren't a good cultural fit. And I think that's a great point. It's about the cultural fit, and having other checks and balances about accountability and so forth. Because what they found is that people who would abuse a vacation